So you're wondering how much it costs to live in Wake Forest, North Carolina. Well, this video is going to cover all you need to know about the cost of living right here in Wake Forest, North Carolina. And we're getting started right now. Hi guys, I'm Mike Sanders with the Mike Sanders team at RE/MAX United in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm a local real estate agent here in the Raleigh, Wake Forest area. I shoot a ton of videos about what it's like to live here in Raleigh, Wake Forest. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to click on the bell. You'll be notified every time I have a new video out. This video is all about what it costs to live in Wake Forest, North Carolina. We're gonna cover everything from renting, buying a home, gas, groceries, and a lot of other things. So let's get going. Wake Forest is a suburb of Raleigh. It's one of the more desirable areas in which to live in Wake County. With that being said, Wake Forest tends to have slightly higher real estate prices, which coupled with rents in the area, makes it somewhat more expensive to live here than some other areas of Wake County. The average detached resale home price in Wake Forest is right around $378,000. In comparison, the average price of a detached resale home in other areas of Wake County is slightly over $350,000. So with today's prevailing interest rates, you can own a typical resale home in Wake Forest for right around $2,000 a month. If you're looking for a brand new home, the average price in Wake Forest is right around $468,000. If you want to learn more about the top 5 brand new home communities in Wake Forest, click the link above to check out a video I shot covering some of the awesome new home communities within Wake Forest. Okay, so we know what buying a typical home in Wake Forest is going to cost you, but what about renting? According to the website rentcafe.com, the average cost for a 1-bedroom apartment in the town of Wake Forest is nearly $1,200 per month, while a 3-bedroom apartment will set you back around $1,500 per month. Speaking of apartments, there are quite a few brand new apartment communities that have recently been built throughout the town of Wake Forest. Right now, there's another 2 that are actually in the planning stages. All right, we've talked about buying a home in Wake Forest versus renting an apartment. Now let's take a look at the average monthly cost for all of your utilities. Right now, according to the website rentcafe.com, the typical monthly utility bill for an apartment here in Wake Forest is going to run somewhere around $300 per month, depending on your utility usage and living habits. This $300 utility bill includes your heat, electricity, gas, internet service, cable, water and sewer. According to the website payscale.com, if you own a typical 3-bedroom home in Wake Forest, you're going to be paying on average around $162 per month on electricity. Wake Forest Electric is ranked 4% cheaper than your typical electric bill across the United States. Okay, so you're living in your house or apartment here in Wake Forest. You're paying your utilities. Now how do you get to work? Well, if you're commuting to someplace like Raleigh, Durham, Research Triangle Park, you could potentially be driving between 180 260 miles per week. As of the production date of this video, gas prices are averaging around $2 a gallon, which in my book is pretty darn cheap. If you'd rather leave the car at home, you also have a public transit option here in Wake Forest. Go Raleigh Transit offers totally free bus service throughout the town of Wake Forest, which is pretty incredible. You can take what's called the Wake Forest Loop. It serves the town. It provides access to local grocery stores, shopping, and other various services throughout the town. There's also a weekday rush hour express from Wake Forest to downtown Raleigh called the Wake Forest Express Route. These 2 routes are the result of a partnership between the town of Wake Forest and Go Raleigh Transit. If you need to commute into downtown Raleigh, you can purchase a one-way ticket for $3, or you can get a 31-day express pass for unlimited transportation into downtown Raleigh for around $102. Now, what if you're a family in need of childcare? Childcare costs can be expensive, and the wait list for daycare facilities can be pretty long. So if you know you're going to need a spot, get on the list as soon as possible. It's not unusual to have a wait list of up to 6 months. So it's usually a good idea to go ahead and get on the wait list as soon as you learn you're expecting. Depending on the level of services you need for daycare and the age range of your child, the typical monthly cost of daycare in Wake Forest can run between $200 and $300 per week. This average varies due to the fact that many daycare facilities now offer additional services such as on-demand video monitoring and early immersion foreign language educational programs that you can get at the Goddard School of Wake Forest and Primrose School over at Heritage Wake Forest. Okay, so you're living and you're working here in Wake Forest. So where do you go eat? Although Wake Forest is a relatively small town compared to, say, Raleigh or Durham, there are actually quite a few dining options locally. As far as eating out options here in the town of Wake Forest, you've got your typical fast food restaurants, but there are some really good full-service dining options available. There's a lot of good seafood restaurants here. You've got Shucker's Oyster Bar and Grill. There's really good American food like Gatehouse Tavern. There's Mediterranean food options like at Charlie's Kebab. Now, of course, most of us can't afford to eat out all the time, so you're probably going to be buying groceries. Luckily, Wake Forest has quite a few grocery options to fit most budgets and food tastes. If you're on a budget, there's Walmart, Target. There's also a brand new Lidl store. It's a German grocer known for their budget-friendly prices. If you're more into a full-service grocer, there's Lowe's Foods, Harris Teeter. There's a brand new Publix grocery store. Currently under construction in Wake Forest is one of the first locations in the area of Wegmans, which is a grocery store known for their incredible customer service and their incredible food selection. Now, hopefully, once you move to Wake Forest, you'll be happy, healthy, loving your new home. But unfortunately, a fact of life is occasionally you're going to need some form of medical care. Now, like every other area of the country, healthcare costs in Wake Forest aren't cheap either. The website payscale.com ranks Wake Forest healthcare costs about 3% above the national average. Luckily, there are some really good options available when it comes to health insurance. According to the website benzinga.com, there are 5 top-rated health insurers who offer insurance to Wake County residents: Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, United Healthcare, Cigna, and National General. Of these 5 health insurers, Cigna was rated the most budget-friendly option. According to the website, the average annual premium for an employee enrolled in their company's health insurance plan in 2018 ran around $6,000 per year or $500 per month, according to the Kaiser Family Foundation. If you don't have access to an employer-sponsored plan, you can shop for health insurance on the government's healthcare marketplace, which currently has bronze plans starting for around $365 per month. One low-cost option available for many illnesses and ailments is visiting one of the local primary care physician offices located inside many of the local drugstore chains. Located throughout Wake Forest are numerous store locations of Walgreens, CVS Pharmacy, which both contain primary care physician offices which offer visits for a very nominal fee. If you require more serious medical care, there are several urgent care options with slightly higher office visit fees. Although Wake Forest lacks a major medical hospital within town limits, Wake Med, one of the Triangle's major hospital options, has a 61-bed full-service hospital. You can get there in probably 10 to 20 minutes, depending on where you live within Wake Forest. Again, I'm Mike Sanders. I'm a local real estate agent. I'm a Wake County native. Yes, I've been here my entire life. Trust me, I know the area. If you have any questions whatsoever, you're thinking of moving to the Raleigh or here in the Wake Forest area, give me a call. I know the Raleigh area really well, all the surrounding townships. I'd love to help you find a home. I shoot quite a few videos about the Raleigh, North Carolina, Wake Forest area, the different municipalities around Wake County. I show what it's like to live here, what it's like to buy and sell a home here. If there's an area of the Triangle that you'd like to see in a video, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And remember, get Mike, get moved.